Hello, 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 Monotypers. Today is a day because apparently I missed the first game in this Bo3, which I was not told was happening today. So, yeah. Trichotomy versus Arifeen was a game that happened. This first game was slightly uninteresting because it was Charizard Y Flying versus SM Steel, which is just, yeah, no, you're just gonna lose that. Arifeen was just gonna lose. And I didn't really miss anything super important in the game. I think he hit like a focus blast or something. Gliscor got killed by HP Ice Heatran, which is a neat tech. Not really much else I want to talk about. Yeah, it's just a rough matchup. Very rough. But we'll move on to the next match. Uh, Alright, let's take a look at this. This is Gen 5, Psychic versus Dragon. Bro, I've seen Psychic so many times this tour. Can you guys bring something a little more original? Good lord. I swear, I could probably just make a bet that every single Gen 5 game I click is going to have Psychic on it. It is insane. It is crazy. Alright, try getting lucky with the Paralyze. Not sure what he was going for there. I think he's trying to fish for Victini. But he ends up getting T-Waved, which is not good for him. He Dracos on the switch, which is pretty fire, but it doesn't do much because he now is super slowed down. Celebi switches out into God knows who, probably Jirachi, that would be fair. Eats that Draco Meteor up. Oh, that is a yummy snack. Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Didn't even get to talk about these teams, but yeah, Arifeen using the Satu Psychic, and Trichotomy using the standard Dragon Fair with the double Lottie Twins. Very fire, very, very fire. Slowbro is Rocky Helmet precisely to deal with Pokemon like this, so that it loses its multi-scale, which is very key for dealing with Dragonite. Slowbro still probably isn't going to live here, though. Not sure if he's going to put in Jirachi to deal with it, because then you'd have to rely on turn 2 confusion. He goes Victini, sacking him from the game. But I guess it really doesn't matter, because he's still trapped. Now he just clicks Dragon Pulse on the rest of his Mons. Well, this could be a speed tie. I don't know for sure. I didn't get to see the last couple of turns. Yeah, he avoids the T-Wave, which is pretty good. Nope, he is not Scarf. But the Tailwind is now behind him. I'm not sure if Slowbro was the ideal switch in here, but alas, he did it. He T-Waves the Hydreigon. In comes Jirachi. Jirachi eats that Dark Pulse up thanks to Steel not resisting Dark in this generation. Pretty nice, pretty nice. He outstalls the Tailwind perfectly. Very well played by Arifeen. And now Latios is in. Clicks Dragon Pulse on his Latios, who is now deceased. If he's Scarf, he clicks Dragon Pulse again here. Hopefully it should kill. There's no way he's Hobbenberry. At least I don't think so. I would think this thing either runs Colbur for its berry or something else. Must really be messing with Arifeen's mind that he named it Colbur, because now it just implies that there's a weakness berry on it. Arifeen, chances are, the reason why Arifeen is thinking right now is probably because he's not Scarf, even though I don't think I have proof of that yet. Because I think he could still be Scarf, but chances are he probably isn't. And his choice Scarfer was already Jirachi. Or no, it was not. Then yeah, I guess Latios might be his... Oh no, it was probably Victini, and Latios is probably a slower set. Regardless, I guess he just doesn't want to risk the speed tie. That's the only reason I can think of as to why he didn't click Dragon Pulse there. But yeah, he does that. Slowbro doesn't have teleport. Well, he has teleport, but teleport doesn't actually do anything this generation, so don't have to worry about this. I mean that, but Hydreigon is now in, posing a really big threat. Puts in Celebi, no Colbur. he had lefties, so we didn't have to worry about that. Latios picks up a kill once more. There's a good chance that this Latios is actually choice specs, which is pretty ridiculous. But yeah, it should be just as fast as this Latios. Puts in Slowbro again on the T-Wave. He's going to click a Tailwind, is my guess, so that Kieran Black gets a chance to destroy him. Either going to Tailwind, or he's going to try and use an offensive move here, but I think Tailwind might be better. Alright. He's now slowed down, and if Slowbro can get the right pivot, actually he's just going to sack his Slowbro. Very smart play. And yeah, he's going to spam Scald. Actually, no, he loses now. He actually needed to slack off there. He's gonna have to pray for a Thunder Para. I mean, a Para, yeah. Needs a Para right now. He's probably calcing if Latios can live a Dragon Pulse from Latios, which it probably can. There's a good chance it probably lives one, because Latios is not very strong. And it is the support set, but there is a possibility that Trichotomy might use Thunder. Oh, yeah, he's fire. He's fire. He's too good. He is simply just too good. Trichotomy really thinking of everything. Once again, he's just showing all of us why he's just one of the best players. He's just too good. Like, no real person makes that play. No real person makes that play, except for Trichotomy. Of course he would do that. He's too fire. He's just too fire. Cannot believe I'm witnessing absolute fire right now. And he clicks Healing Wish. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything, because Healing Wish doesn't do that thing in this gen. But Slowbro's gone. And now Latios is also gone. Thanks to T-Wave being very strong. Yeah, Trichotomy is actually so good. Alright, not sure what Arifeen is doing here, because we know he's not Focus Sash. Yeah, it's over. Yep, that was an absolutely phenomenal game with Trichotomy. I cannot believe he actually pulled that off. That was actually kind of crazy. Wow, there's just really not much to say. He just outplayed the hell out of Arifeen. Doing that T-Wave on the switch was... Whoa. That was crazy. That was absolutely insane. I cannot believe he did that. But yeah, really good play by Trichotomy. Even in this slightly disadvantageous matchup, he was still able to pull it off. And it was all because Arifeen didn't have Scarf, because if he had Scarf, I'm pretty sure Arifeen would have won this entire game. But oh well, you can't... Hindsight is always the best, but like, can't change it. Can't change it. Also, he might be Scarf on this Kieran Black. Don't know for sure, but yeah. If he was Scarf on Kieran Black, I think it was over already. But if he wasn't, Arifeen kind of choked. Or even then, Slowbro kind of like walled regular... Actually, no, it didn't, because it took 66. But he did take Rocky Helmet Chip, which is kind of important. But I do think Kieran Black definitely won that game from that point. But yeah, might as well just watch this game just to go over it a little bit. But yeah, as I said, this matchup is just like really rough for Arifeen once again. Celesteela comes in, Landorus with the U-turn, and Stellar already comes out basically for free. Nothing he can really do about it. Alright, he flamethrowers. Celesteela dies in one hit. Crazy. Bond's busted against Steel. He has to switch out here because that is literally faster and probably has Stone Edge. We don't see the U-turn again from Landorus, which is unfortunate because he did have Gliscor to go into, so I was thinking he might do that, but he didn't do that. Unfortunate. Thunderous is in now. Ferrothorn obviously coming in because Thunderous can't do anything to that mon. Fairthorn is now stalling at Gliscor. Needs to be careful here though, because, well, actually no, Trike probably won't risk the rocks damage because Zard is so important, especially since you haven't even killed that many of his mons yet. Alright, the Defog comes out. Gliscor doing his thing. Charizard comes in for free again. Heatran puts up the rocks. Heatran has to switch out, assuming it's Focus Blast. The blast misses, but we don't need those. We don't need those blasts. We don't need them. Who needs blast? Especially when you have Flamethrower, which is way more consistent. Alright, Gliscor in again. Probably, yep, doubles out to Charizard. Baiting out the Heatran. All Heatrans that are balloon are usually max speed, so that's why Arifeen is switching out, because some Heatrans do run special defense to deal with Focus Blast from Zard, but it's very obvious that Arifeen does not have that spread. Otherwise, he would not be switching out right now. Alright, Landorus is in. Cobalion comes out. He U-turns. The Gliscor comes out, who completely walls Cobalion unless it's HP Ice, which it is not, because this is Gen 7. Landorus comes out again on the double, which is so crazy. Trike is just playing this incredibly well. Koba gets U-turned on once again, and Gliscor just walling Cobalion as per usual. Does the right thing and doubles on the Landorus, but that won't work because Cobalion stays in. And Trichotomy this time doesn't U-turn again. He just clicks Earthquake, and Koba is gone. Heatran comes out, the rocks come out, clicks probably Focus Blast. The Bisharp is now gone, and now there's nothing Arifeen can do to win at this point. Heatran comes out. Gliscor comes out. Now, unfortunately, Trike's Gliscor does not outspeed Heatran, which is very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but it doesn't matter because Charizard just does its thing. Defog comes out. Heatran, well, I don't know why he Earth Powered there, that was kind of weird. But yeah, this Heatran obviously can't do anything to Zard, but yeah. Usually on Steel, at least when I play Gen 7, we usually run Stone Edge to make sure we don't lose to Zard completely. Even if we live to Focus Blast, we'd be able to take it out, and then Ferrothorn and Ferenz could, like, make the rest of the game a lot more manageable and easy of a matchup. But unfortunately, Arifeen did, at least from what it looked like, didn't have Stone Edge at all, and had Stealth Rock over it. So that punished him. That was basically what caused him to lose for the most part in this game, because I feel like he would have had a much better time if he had just run Stone Edge and had got rid of Charizard early on in the game. Very unfortunate for Arifeen. Feel very bad for him for how he lost the series, but Trike just outplayed him the entire time, constantly kept him on his toes, and he was just simply outclassed. I don't want to make it seem like Trike is a god or anything, because he's obviously capable of making mistakes. He's not the best player, like the best player, but he's very good when he's in his groove. And these two games just show his playing potential and how he could just stay on top of you and just smother you in offensive pressure. He plays very well, and that's why I love this player. But yeah, that is it for this episode of MPL coverage. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this kind of content, I'll be doing more for the rest of MPL, at least with Bo3s. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want with this video. My name's Namernan, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.